Hello and welcome to today's video where I am featuring the M-Vave Blackbox. Today's challenge, I want to use everything stock from the black box that you would get when you take it out of the box, pun intended. This is one of those products where everyone tells you to download external IRs, external ANM profiles just to get it to sound right. But I feel like products should stand on their own 2 feet when they're out of the box. With the magic of post-production YouTube, I must say that the M-Vave Blackbox has a decent tuner. But one major issue that you will encounter when you play this live is that you will have preset gaps. Maybe it's a limitation of the DSP on the unit. Every time you change the preset, there's an audible cutting off the audio and then reloading the next preset. So that is your biggest limitation to using this live. But let's say you are in a recording situation and you just want to use one preset at a time when you're recording. Or if you're playing live and you only have use for one preset where you only switch in and out different effects based on your needs. Let's see if I can get a praise and worship sound going with the stock settings on the M-Vave Blackbox. So on the computer screen, you see this is a blank preset. It should be quite fast. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 6 blocks to tweak, 2 of which are the amp and the cab. By default, the amp and cab are separated by the mod delay reverb, which tells me that this is supposed to be like a signal chain in a rack style situation. Just for fun, I'm going to try and tweak it this way. What do we have here? You have a Fender Twin UKC30 normal, which I think is the AC30. There's a lot of high gain amps over here, the 5150, a diesel. Let's go to the AC30. Now, even though you've loaded up something, it's not automatically on. You need to turn on the power button to this first. Yep. That's a cabless. You need to turn on the cab as well. Let's load up the AC30 just for completionist sake. This says low cut and high cut. Oh, one thing, you can't change the parameters using like a keypad. You have to use your mouse and drag it up and down, which I guess it's okay. Okay, I can see why having a cap at the very end of the chain might work because you have your low cut, high cut filters right here. And if I set this to 9K and 90, it's quite gained up and quite compressed, and it's, as you can tell, it's quite noisy too. So let's try and get rid of some of that fizz, bring that down to, I'm going to be quite aggressive on the high cut. I'm going to bring it down to 8K. And that's because the gain is 75. If I bring the gain down to, let's start at 50. Not bad. There's no cut control. It's a normal 3-band EQ on an AC30 style amp, which is pretty weird. So what happens if I cut the mids? Does it act like the AC30? Nope, it's not a high cut. One thing that you can't see on the screen is that there are meters to let you know if you're running the signal too hot. And this is currently in the yellow zone, which tells me that it's still pretty decent signal. Now, this is a bit crunched up for mine. There's still a bit of fizz happening, which I think you'll be able to hear in post-production. But much improved over what we started out with. Let's turn on compression. Why not? Let's go. It's got a gate as well, too. Bring it down to 15. All right. No sound, no noise, I think, at this setting, which is pretty okay, which is pretty good. Okay, what if I drive the amps a little bit higher? I have 50% here. What does this refer to? What if I bring it up and down? Bring this down. Okay, I can't tell if that intensity is referring to the gate or to the compressor. So I'm gonna leave it that way. I'm gonna bring down this control because I don't want it too compressed. Analog, duck, D-tape, dual, lo-fi. All right, I'm gonna go with, let's go with analog. See where this leads me. One major problem we have here is that you need to convert this time knob into BPM. Setback. In the software, you won't be able to do any tap tempo. I think there's nothing in the software to indicate that you'll be able to do any tap tempoing. But on the pedal itself, you can access the delay menu and you will be able to use the foot switch to tap tempo quarter notes in. Okay, this is the modulation control. If I have it off, if I bring this up, not bad. Okay, very mild. Why is there a phasor signal in the analog delay? I don't understand. Yeah, I have it very mild. I like it at mild settings. I don't know what it is, but okay, sure. It has a slight phasor signal and a slight modulation with the delay repeats. Let's go to reverb and if we just have stock settings for the room. Actually, that's not bad. Okay, you can hear that slightly overtaking the signal and it's too much. But this is a room. What kind of room do they have that's so big? And then you got even bigger ones like hall. If I bring it up and bring it here. That's not bad actually. Bring up the cloud. That is bringing out the modulation. You can hear that. Where is that coming from? Is that from the delay? If I turn the modulation off, oops, excuse me, the phasor off. Okay, the phasor made it worse just now, and it's kind of gone, but it's still there. If I turn on the diffusion, okay, I'm not sure what these controls will do. Low pass, high pass. Low pass at max, what do I get? Low pass at 0. Okay, low pass at 0 means it's not cutting out. Okay, this one in my brain. Low pass filters means that you're high cutting. And if I set the low pass to a low value low pass filter means that it is a high cut. Reversers. Okay, that had a lot more bass which means that at 100% low pass, it is not. Wait, low pass means low pass is the same as high cut. With a high low pass, it's a low high cut. And if it's a low high cut, that means there's more bass frequencies. Okay, that sort of tracks. Okay, the low pass control, I want it at 0 because I don't want it to be too bassy. The opposite effect should happen, right? If I turn the high pass to 0, it should be too much bass. Okay, that became very bright. So this is a super bright reverb now with 100% high pass because that's 0 low cut. Okay, I'm way too sleep deprived for this. I'm gonna use my ears. Let me know in the comments what's going on here. Low pass at 0, high pass at 75% gets me a brighter reverb. And now that it's very bright, I can turn down the mix and turn up the decay. What do we have? A chorus, phaser, tremolo, univibe. All right, I'm gonna go with chorus. See why we have the stock settings here. Okay, I think I know what's happening here. If you have something like a cloud reverb where it's got a modulated reverb signal happening, it's going to fight with the modulation further upstream, which is like your chorus there. I'm not saying this is the case for all budget units, but on the higher end units like the Line 6 stuff that I use most often, they don't seem to clash too much. You won't get any like phase cancellation happening, which I'm hearing right now. So I'm not sure whether the filters in the chorus and the reverb are like the same or like the tune too close to each other, such that when you start using the chorus, it really becomes more like a phase cancellation issue. Yeah, I hear this weird phase cancellation thing happening. If I turn this off and turn on the chorus instead, it's very mild. It sounds like a phaser. Why? It's a very mild chorus. In fact, I think if I use the delay and the reverb, I get a better chorus sound, like a thicker chorus sound. So maybe let's use it for something else. What if I turn it to vibrato? What do I get? Unusable territory here. Right. No, something else, maybe? See, this sounds more like a chorus than the chorus does. I'm not sure why, but never mind. Let's use this as a chorus. How seasicky can I get? Nope. Nope. That's way too much. Actually, hearing it right now, it reminds me of my deluxe electric mistress, which I had a long time ago. It was an authentic 70s one. It was really beat up. It needed its own power supply. But man, was that such a great unit for some subtle movement. But again, because I added this modulation signal, the reverb is sort of stacking onto it, delay is stacking onto it, and you get this very out of tune tail at the end. Yeah, it's got this like wobble, it's pitch wobbling happening, which you may not hear it too much in the mix. I'm not sure. I gotta try this out later on. Save this to P47, P47. Fun fact number, I don't know, 3 or 4 at this point. You can't save names to your presets on the black box. You have to remember it is P47, which is going to be like, I guess, the clean. But what you could do is you could save down this list to the next preset, because that was my clean. I wanted something more driven. What if I had this up to 70? I had this level up to 60. Yeah, again. It's a constant, it's like someone's crying at the end. But okay, let's save this preset first to P48. I'm gonna try and volume match the presets. Okay, it sounds okay. Let's do a lead sound. Gain up to 85. And this time around, I won't change the levels too much. Let's turn the sustain down and the level up a bit more. Okay, so what I'm gathering from tweaking this is that the M-Vave Blackbox has this brittleness to the high end. It's not a sweet high end, it's quite brittle, but that's because it's a $75 pedal. I didn't expect it to have any sort of sweet high end or lush bass sort of thing. I'm gonna turn the treble down so that I can turn up the gain a little bit more, because I do want this to be a lead sound. Okay, let's save this to P49. So we got a clean sound, rhythm, how far can I take this? 6.5K. This is a severe high cut. I'm gonna put this in the context of a mix, and let's hear if these presets work. tried to do my best, and I hope you can see that tweaking a pedal doesn't matter really what it is, whether it's budget or extremely high-end. I hope this brought some value to you to see that you can tweak a $75 pedal to somewhat passable praise and worship standard kind of music. Do you have an M-Vave Blackbox? How are you dealing with its budgetness? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you in this next video where I use the Blackbox as a delay and reverb pedal exclusively paired together with my Pod Go. I'll see you there.